in Nigeria's politics. Beyond that, some other issues will be indeed weighing in on today. A census date announced in Nigeria immediately after the elections will be time for the census. One writer is saying, indeed, we have to postpone. But can we afford to postpone? I can tell you, preparations have gone deep. Perhaps no going back. My colleagues are here. Abulo Semoagu is there. Hadiza Audu is there. Tevetiaf and Mustafa Mohammed. Gentlemen of the press, welcome.
Thank you.
Amechi, good morning. Good morning, dear listener. My colleagues, good morning. Welcome from the weekend. I can see in Abuja the traffic building up, which shows that most people are returning from their holidays. Those that went abroad and those that went to the villages are resuming in full force to face the long queues of fuel and to face the small traffic at the bank's ATM in the efforts to withdraw the new Naira note. I must tell you my experience yesterday, Amechi. Before we go into the opening, that I went to an ATM and I was disappointed. The 200 naira was being dispensed at 2,000 naira maximum. If you want to withdraw 10,000 to 200 naira, you withdraw 5 times, and you know the limit of withdrawal. And the 1,000 naira note dispensed were the old naira note, brand new old naira note
that you got.
Yes.
On an ATM.
ATM.
Over on Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
And CBN is still telling us by January 31, nobody should accept the old notes. And I can tell you, in some cities, traders, citizens are already rejecting the old notes.
But
when the new ones are not available.
What I am convinced that the CBN, even if they want to extend this date, it will not exceed the February 25. Okay. So anybody, we can complain as much as we can, but to not exceed that. On the issues you raised, also, I mean, let's not forget the PVC goes to the local government today. From today to 29th of January. So take advantage of
it. It was originally supposed to end today.
In the ward.
In the ward.
Yes. And go to the local government headquarters from now to 29th of this month. So
no, the initial time was that it will end on January 22. But they shifted by 1 week now to January 29.
So now it will be moving to local government. So take advantage of that, collect your PVC and cast your vote. The politicians are campaigning. I must tell you, the mudslinging is there. But some persons have said the accusation and counter-accusation from the two major political parties is just within their circles. It's not among Nigerians out there. You hardly see a group of Nigerians discussing these issues. It's the politicians that are discussing it. But one striking thing, before I allow my colleagues come in, that the PDP press conference said yesterday is the issue of narcotic. That takes me back to the question the NDLA boss answered, whether it's going to do a drug test for presidential candidate and governorship candidate. I think that is something I think Nigerians should consider and the authorities should consider as well.
When he made that request, wrote to the parties, subject your candidates to drug tests, IPAC, the umbrella organization for the political parties, asked him to start with himself and his officials. Carry out drug tests among yourself and NDLA officials, publicize the results before you come to us. Mustafa Mohammed.
Thank you. Good morning, listeners. Indeed, if the mudslinging I'm going to start about, you hardly hear Nigerians discussing concrete ideas as regards the 2023 elections, the political parties, the principal actors who are actually the candidate. Is it as a result of ignorance? When people speak about politics, usually, including our colleagues journalists, you hear what they are saying as something out of the beer parlor, for example, some kind of street talk. Very, very unfortunate. Nigerians need to be like other Western countries that Nigerians are trying to copy as regards democracy. What happened during the First Republic, the Second Republic?
Excuse me, Mustafa. The issue raised by the PDP PCC, was it not germane yesterday? They said you have a minister of state who's using the apparatus of government for another end, and is using his office to intimidate other institutions of government.
Amechi will come to that. What we are saying is that if the debate among the few elites at the top or the people in the villages, in the local government, are talking about the very characters of those political appointees? Are we also talking about campaign promises in the past? You're talking about electricity, water supply, security, education, health officials and university lecturers going on strike. Then what happened in the previous elections? What lessons have we learned? Are people talking for the sake of talking because talk is cheap? In the past 4 or 5 elections we had, what have we changed as Nigerians? Then these very characters we are trying to either dispel or want to elect. Let us ask ourselves.
Candidates.
When they were having political offices, what have they done? We can all remember that Awolowo, free education. Sedona of Sokoto, opening schools and hospitals with the meager resources, opening up roads. I still remembering some people, especially Tevias people from Benue, who revolted because they didn't want to pay tax. Let's be realistic. If we want to change trouble this morning, if we want to, if he will come and answer me, I know he brought the books when I was away.
He wants to focus on issues.
Let's tell Nigeria, if it's APC, how many of the 62 campaign promises have they, some including corruption? You are talking about security and what have you, human capital development, the rate of, how much were you buying bag of rice before and carton of noodles, and how much are you buying now?
Okay, Amechi, good morning again. And I really would want to stick to the matter, the issue that we're talking about, which is about Festus Keyamo, Minister of State on Labor, right? Unemployment. Accusing PDP and, of course, accusing EFCC, ICPC, and other agents. And if we've even taken them to court, what the question we should ask is that right? Okay, as
a Minister of State.
Yes, as a Minister of State, under the government that you are campaigning for, or rather, under a party that you are campaigning for. It's like cattle calling pot black. Okay? If we want to go into the nitty-gritty, if we want to go deep into the matter, no one is clean. Not APC, not PDP. And I tell you, as a matter of fact,
I am clean.
Okay, let's take, for instance, Najahatu Bala Mohammed. You heard about her resignation. That is an honorable thing to do for a woman of substance. And I look, I can
jumping ship. Yeah, should we celebrate jumpology?
No, it's not a matter of jumpology right now. No, it's not a matter of jumpology, but it's a matter of seeing something that is not right, and you do not want to be part of it. At least that is what she told us.
And she has a right to.
And she has a right to. Even though APC is saying, oh, it's a free market. Free market.
Free exit.
You come, you go,
yes.
Nobody questions.
Market remains.
But there's a reason for that, regardless of whatever anybody thinks. As a woman, I think she did well. And another thing is, I really don't know. I really don't know what is going on with our political parties. You said earlier at the opening of the show, people are not discussing issues. Okay? People, they are just busy pointing fingers. This person did this, that person. Is that the way to go? Campaigning.
Well, it's always hard to draw the line. They say you need to interrogate the character of the person coming. Apart from competencies, you also need to evaluate the character. What kind of a person is he? Is he a good family man? All those things. But all in all, we'll remain with the issues. There's this saying in Igbo land. I don't know how to interpret it. Kasi say, akonogwas, say fenaju. Yes, there are rules, but sometimes you just bend it. You just bend it. But to what extent are you bending it? That's the critical question.
That's the issue. Thank you.
Amechi, good morning to you. Good morning, listener. The Labour Party should be holding their presidential campaign in Katsina State today, while the APC will be in Bauchi. We learned the president will also be there. We're trying to confirm where the PDP will be headed. Bayelsa in Yenagua.
This Monday.
And then the NMPP fighting over calls for stepping down or not stepping down and all of that. And then the others, the SDP, PRP, waiting for media interviews, you know, But we also saw the Zenith Labour Party, I think was it on Friday also, also launched
Out of nowhere.
launched their
Yeah, the
president.
more the merrier. That's the essence of democracy.
You know, so it's what it is.
What about our only lady, Amechi? Is she campaigning at all?
We'll have to find out.
Yeah, is she campaigning? Let me check if she.
Yes. We'll have to detail Hadiza to find out
Yes.
why the only female presidential candidate, and if possible, we'll bring her to this program.
Yeah,
Let's hear from
we're
her.
giving her a blank check. It's just that she has not taken advantage of it. But I'm sure
No,
we had this and
I don't think that one. I don't think
Hadiza will reach her.
Blank check, no.
You know, so that is it. But my concern, Amechi, with most of what I'm seeing on TV, because we've not had the opportunity to be at these rallies ourselves, is perhaps the way most the candidates are repeating most of what they are saying. And I expect that by the time, they are going to the states, we should also have leaders of those parties, at each rally in those states make demands on, these candidates. I'm not seeing that. If you see, a PDP rally, you already know the order. You already know that this one will speak, the next person is this person, next person is this person. If APC rally, you know that this person will speak. Once this person, you know that the next
Music
person,
interlude.
and all of that. Labour Party, you know that once this person speaks, this one will speak, and So I'm not saying the kind of engagement.
But they are doing town halls. When APC started town hall, a lot of people talked the party down.
Yes, the Labour Party, for instance, which is what is exemplary in what they are doing. For every campaign rally, for anywhere they are holding a campaign rally, before the campaign rally, you see the presidential candidate and his wife. Now they are even going with their spouses. Hold town hall with women, youth. Before they move. To the campaign. But for the,
They also meet key traditional rulers
it's
to pay homage.
pay traditional homage and all of that. But I am expecting that because if you get to I only saw a difference in the FCT, where when they held the FCT rally, the PDP that is, we saw the leaders of the party demand that, look, we want an FCT indigene to be in the Federal Executive Council. When you win, we want you to do this, want you to do that. But
Get a commitment.
But in the States, they just come dance and then they say the same thing and all of that. We expect that if they come to Benue, for instance, the APC leaders, the PDP leaders should be able to demand from their candidates, their respective candidates. We need the dredging of the River Benue so that we stop this flooding. We need this, we need that. They should be specific on the demand and get commitment from these people.
One of the
and
most
the governorship candidates too. When they go to the local government, the political leaders, they should make demand. But I'm not saying that.
Okay.
One of the beautiful things that happened recently was the candidate debates in Kano. The issues were really touched.
That's governorship.
And these various candidates from the various political parties really spoke. They answered questions. They challenged themselves and they challenged their opponents. And these are some of the things we should be looking at the federal level.
And once some of them will shy away.
But is it happening? Some of them are running away from debate.
Okay.
Is it that they have nothing to offer? I don't know.
Well, let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll raise one pertinent issue. Tebe talked about spouses being part of the campaign trail. What about children of the candidates? And what about when they go into power? What roles? How